when I originally built this road and I saw this mountain here, I'm like, it'd probably be easier to just like build a tunnel through the mountain instead of building the road over the mountain. I was wrong. This tunnel took forever. Like even now that I'm flying through here instead of walking, it still takes quite a while. That was probably one of the most annoying things to build, but at least it's there now. Yes, I have made political buildings in this world, and I will get to them. It's on that other part of the capital that I haven't shown yet. But yes, indeed, I have. This is another randomly spawned village that I European colonized by building a modern road and placing a flag. That's going to be that's going to be the Gateway Arch. I have not finished yet, as you can see, but it's a work in progress. I forget the name of this house, but this is like a fancy house of like an artist from like New England. I can't remember his name, but I saw it and I'm like, I guess I'll build it just to do something different. That is a generic modern architecture building, or I guess postmodern. How there's so many buildings now that just have really weird shapes because no one wants to do normal skyscrapers anymore. I thought, that seems like a design that someone would try now. As per many of my buildings, it is so far empty, but I may turn this into like an office building or something. This time we are going to take the train station back to the capital. Or I guess the train, not the train station. The endless tunnel. So now we're in the capital train station, and you're hearing a noise right now. That's because I built this fake train car, and I have a bunch of mine carts underneath that are all bumping into each other, and because Minecraft's like friction is really weird, uh, as long as they keep bumping into each other, they will just keep going forever. And so when it goes, it gives the illusion of a train's engine being on. Got a nice little view out here. I I I forget the name of the station, but I based the design of this station off of I can't remember if it was New York or Philadelphia, but it was one of their old train stations. I think it got torn down, but I saw a picture of it. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty. All right, now we're back in the capital, as you can see down there. I've built a few roads because, of course, I plan to build more things, but a lot of this area is empty over here. But this is a one-for-one model of the St. Louis Cardinals stadium, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. This one took a while, but I was really happy with how it turned out, especially since I was able to give the illusion of the cut grass. Yeah. Got the seating, got the little box seats, got the little baseball diamond. I wasn't able quite to get a scoreboard because no one could read a sign from here, and to spell out numbers from lights would the sign would have to be way bigger. So I just made a little baseball grid thing. I thought it looked cool enough. Then over here, it's not a precise model, but this is a half size version of Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, which, for those who don't know, is the inspiration for the Disney Castle. Of course, the doors are walled off. Am I reading the chat? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, like I mentioned before, I like building big things in here, but then so much of it is empty. But at least it looks cool from the outside. Oh, there's the music. Yes, another little throne room. This time this one's made out of gold instead of diamond. Yeah, not too shabby. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get lost in my own palace, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, so many, so many rooms. At least it looks neat from the outside. And now it's raining. And then, a cafe, Starbucks, whatever you want to call it. Some generic, modern, overpriced coffee shop. Yeah, $10 coffee. That's why there's so many people in here. I don't know. I knew a lot of people who would spend like $15 a day on coffee or whatever, and I don't know how they do it. I don't even like this stuff, but even if I did, I don't understand why they're willing to spend so much on it. Then this is a model of the Jefferson Memorial, which, I mean, I guess here's just a generic temple-like building thing, but, you know, always a fan of those domes and neo-Greco-Roman style buildings. That is generic office building skyscraper, which is still a work in progress. And then this is the Capitol building. It gives my society an illusion of democracy. And normally I suck at interior decorating, but I was really happy with how this hallway turned out. This is probably the only really, really good interior decorating I've ever done in here. Basically, as soon as I realized, oh, I could just like use music blocks as a tile, then I just like, oh, that looks really cool, and then I went with it. Maybe even got like the little fake statue things, but they're armor carriers. And this is I don't know, upper chamber, lower chamber, doesn't really matter. The rooms are exactly the same, but there's one on each side. I need to do better with lighting in this room. Oh well. Got an indoor waterfall because, I don't know. I wasn't sure what else to add in here. Now, in the railway back to that other small town, I did add a little feature where it crosses the main road, and when it crosses the main road, there will be some barriers that'll pop up to, you know, I guess, you know, it's just like railroad crossing things that just block traffic or whatever. Right now, we're over a dam. There's the reservoir. There's the river. It took forever to make the water in the reservoir higher than below, but looks pretty neat. Alright, the gate will be popping up here. There we go. And for this train station, I have timed it to where now that we're off of powered rails, I should slow down and stop just in time once we actually get inside the station. Or at least, maybe not fully stop, but at least get slow enough to where, you know. So yeah. I think technically the Minecraft will just keep... Oh. Oh. There we go. Nice.